Alright, hello guys and girls, this is Example, and today I'm bringing to you the Sugarcane Farm. That's right, it's a little bit different. Well, it's kind of almost the same as the Pumpkin Farm, as you can see in the background there. But the Sugarcane Farm is pretty neat. It's pretty fast actually, considering it's only a small machine. And yeah, so we'll go and take a look at this. I have 4 of these working on the server that I play on, and they are pumping out tons of sugarcane. I'm not sure why you'd want more. We're not going for like hugeness, we're not going for awesome, you know, massive build and high output. This is pretty much just a tick away on your server while you're in the area building, and it'll just continuously pump out sugarcane. So for example, I'm using this in the room where I do all my, collect all my XP and do my enchanting, so that I can make books and whatnot. So this is pretty much what I'm using it for. Okay, so let's just quickly take a look at this machine. Now it works on the principle of the bud. I'm not sure if you have seen the bud before, or if you've actually seen my other video previous to this one with the pumpkin farm or melon farm. But anyway, a bud, pretty much the bud we're using is pretty much something like this. So we get this, and we get a slime block. Grab one of those, and we place a slime block on top of that sticky piston, and a redstone block on top of that. So anytime a block updates around this sticky piston, the piston fires up. Now we're using the redstone block here to power our harvesting piston. So you'll see the redstone block up here. When it pops up, it powers this redstone, which goes down here like that on top of that piston, and the pistons fire out. So we're getting pretty much a sort of an instant harvesting action happening there. Anyway, let's go have a look at the different slices. Okay, so slice number 1, we have a bunch of blocks, which is 6 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks, and then we've got a bunch of hoppers. These hoppers point into each other, except for this one here, which is pointing down. Now you'd have that going to a chest. I'm not having it go anywhere at the moment because it's up to you whether or not you want to have the chest out the front, down, up, or around the side, wherever you want it to go. Or if you're pumping the item somewhere else, I don't know. So anyway, that's the first layer. The second layer, we've got a redstone block in the center here. Now that redstone block really is just to power that powered rail. Now you can get away with putting a regular block in there and then using a switch on the end here, and then this way you could turn the machine on and off if you want to. If you don't want to hear that cart going around all the time, this would be the good way to do it. But for the sake of tutorial, we're using a redstone block. There we go. So then you've got your powered rail at the back there and a normal rail all the way around here. So when the hopper cart comes around over these hoppers, it'll drop items into them and they will gather into this one here. The next layer, we've got a water source block on top of the redstone block, and we've got some dirt and a cross pattern around the outside there holding the water in place so it doesn't drip all over the place. And then we've got some other solid blocks around in this configuration. Now we'll go over this in a minute when we build it, so don't worry if you can't see that real quickly. We'll just move on. Alright, the next layer, we've got some more solid blocks around the outside there and the cross pattern, and then we've got some glass blocks surrounding the dirt, and then we've got our sugar cane, and then we've got a dirt block. This can be any kind of block, it doesn't have to be dirt. We've got a dirt block above the water source block. Now the next layer, we've got the pistons, which are on these solid blocks here, facing towards the sticky piston in the middle. The sticky piston is on top of that dirt block, and we've got some more glass blocks around the outside there like that. Yeah, so that's pretty much self-explanatory. If you take a look at that now, you'll be able to see how that's put together. Alright, the next layer is a little bit different. I have chosen to use redstone lamps. You can choose to use a solid block if you want, but I think it's kind of cool. Every time the machine harvests, you get a flash of light, and that kind of indicates something's happening, as well as a noise and the redstone block popping out the top. Now on those redstone lamps, I've got some torches, some plain regular torches. Now that's to help the sugarcane grow, giving it a bit of light level during the night. And we've got some glass blocks around the outside there, and then we've got our slime block on top of that sticky piston there. Right, that's pretty easy. Take a look at that, and we shall move along. Alright, now the final layer, which isn't really the final layer if you count the redstone, but we've got a redstone block which we placed on top of the sticky slime block there, and then we've placed some droppers around the outside like so, just to run the redstone on. Now we've used these because the slime block doesn't pick up droppers, doesn't move them, so it's a movable block that we can place redstone on. So we've just got some redstone on top of the redstone lamp there, on top of the dropper, and that's pretty much it. That's the last layer. Alright, so it's pretty self-explanatory. Now we're going to go ahead and build one of these. So let's just go over here a little bit, and we shall do it over the side here. Okay, so we start off with our 6 blocks, solid blocks, like so. Once you've got them in that configuration, then you need to worry about where you're gonna end up dropping these items off. Now we're just going to place this hopper straight into the ground. So if we had a chest down there, it'll click in there. Then we're going to hold down shift and click into the side of that hopper, and click into the side of that hopper, and there we go. Now we need to do the rail bit. So we've got some powered rail there, and let's go ahead and grab ourselves a regular rail. There we go. Some regular rail all the way around like that, and when you get to the hoppers you need to hold down shift so you can actually place the rail on top of there. Now we're going to place a redstone block there, and now we can move on to where the dirt and water go. Alright, to start off I just place a block of dirt in the middle there, and then put the dirt around in a cross configuration like that. Remove the center piece of dirt, and then you can place down your water. Now be very careful you don't break this dirt, because it'll wash all your rail away, and then you'll have to start again. Now we're going to place a solid block here, one here, one here, and one here, and that is pretty much what you should have there, like that. And then on the side of this dirt we're going to place another solid block. This is where we're going to start building up the parts where the pistons go on. Alright, there we go. So I should have something like this. The next layer we're going to place a solid block here again, one here, and one there, and this is where we're going to place our pistons on. Now we're going to place some glass there, there, and there, and that is pretty much to stop the items from flying out the sides, and it allows the sugarcane to stay in the center of that dirt, or around where the dirt is, so when the actual hopper cart comes around the corner, it'll always pick up that item, because it's going straight through the block. Where on the corners it's a little bit tricky, because the hopper cart doesn't always pick up items if they're right in this very corner. So we have the glass there to hold everything in place. Alright, so then we need to place some dirt above that water there. Now you can do it by placing a block there and then a block there, or you can place it up against the sugarcane. So anyway, let's grab some sugarcane. So we need to start off with some sugarcane, so we're going to place one there, one there, one there, one there. Now the reason why we need a water source block is so the sugarcane will actually grow. If we don't have water there, they won't take, and they'll just keep popping off the dirt. Right, now we need a regular piston, so let's grab one of those. Now the regular piston is going to be pointing towards the center of the dirt block, like so. And then we need a sticky piston in the center here. So let's grab one of those. Alright, sticky piston up in the center there, and then we just place some more glass around like this, and you should have something like that. Alright, now we get to the cool part. We get to, where's a slime block? Let's grab one of those. Grab the old slime block. There we go, slime block in the center there. And then we need a redstone block to place on top of that. And that's pretty much the bud part done. And also gives you the kind of height of the finished product. There we go. Okay, so I'm using Redstone Lamps. Now you can choose to use a solid block like I said before. It's up to you, but I kind of like to have some kind of indicator that something's happening. So we're just going to place those on top of the pistons. You should have something like that. And then some more glass around here like this. Okay, now don't forget the torches. I always do this, and then I have to break the machine to get them in. We're going to place torches on the inside of these redstone lamps, and that's to give light to our little sugarcane in there to let them grow. And then the final thing is we need some droppers. Now you can use any immovable block that you can place redstone on. You don't have to use droppers, but I find they're quite inexpensive to make, so they're kind of easy to make and easy to place, and they work just great. So just going to place those around the redstone block like that. Alright, we're nearly done. We're nearly done. We just need some redstone dust. Here we go. Got some redstone dust. Let's place that on top now. So you hold down shift to place it on top of the dropper, and then you can place it down on top of that redstone lamp, and it will go click. That's fine. We don't have to worry about that. And there we go. The system is primed and ready to go. Now we just need a hopper cart, and we can place that down and get that going around and round and round. The noisy little things these are. And there we go, the system is built and done. Now what we need to do is just wait for a little bit and see if we can watch this fire off, and once that happens we shall end the tutorial. And there we go. As the sun's setting, it's quite fitting that we get to see this harvest. So as you saw, the sugarcane grew, the pistons popped out, and the lights flashed, and everything went awesome. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, we're done. We're done. We have done it. We've made this machine. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and I will catch you next time. Later.